What's going on, guys? Alex here with 814 EDC, and today I have a really quick unboxing to do for you guys. This is coming in from Ray over at Everyday City Carry, and this is a package of Vosteeds knives, courtesy of the Lefty passaround group. The unboxing knife is the Devo Knives Mash, which you guys, if you caught last video, I just did my full review on this. I am still in my car, and I'm ready to unbox this real quick. Just gonna be a real short video. I have another review to film after I unbox this, but I didn't want to do review and then unboxing. I figured it'd be nice to switch it up and do a quick, sort of laid back video before I dive into another full review. But we're going to open this up. This is a pretty big box from Ray. This, like I said, this is I'm trying to think of the best way to attack this, and I can't really figure out what it is or how to get in there. Here we go. Try this. Like I said, this, as I figure out how to get into this box, is a pair of Vosteeds. It is the Labrador and the Valkyrie. So the Valkyrie is a newer button lock from them. And the Labrador, I believe, is a liner lock. I don't want to ruin his box that he sent me, because I try to reuse boxes, but I couldn't figure out how to get in here. But it was a package inside of the box. So all right, let's open this up. All right, all that for a little pouch. So toss this over to the side. Definitely not be reusing either of those. But like I was saying, the Valkyrie is one of their newer button locks. And it was kind of gaining some popularity on Instagram and YouTube for having some lock failure with the button lock when you're spine tapping it. And the Labrador is their newer liner lock. It's like a 3.9-inch blade. So it's a pretty big knife, but I believe it has studs and a front flipper, and possibly a top flipper too. I forget which one, which combination it has. But yeah, Kevin tossed these in the group, and I had been wanting to check out both of them. More so the Valkyrie, but the Labrador definitely caught my attention as well, just because, I would like to check out more Vosteed knives, because I did have I can't get this one out. I had the Raccoon in, and I really like that knife. I ended up selling it though, just because, as much as I liked it, as much as it was a great value, it was like $54, and you got a button lock with some great materials, great ergos, great action. I just wasn't going to carry it as much after I got my my review process done with it, so I ended up selling it. But Vosteed is a really cool company. Check out the Valkyrie here. Looks like it's centered. This is the Valkyrie. So you have a button lock there, you have a flipper, and you have studs on both sides. So it's a very fidget-friendly knife as well. You have Vosteed's typical loop-over style deep carry clip that does go to the butt end of the knife, so that's really cool. It's in gray G10, which I like. I love gray, love simple colors like that. But give this thing a flick. Flies right out of there. Now, I believe they came out with, I think it was a CX blade and a Warncliffe, I think. I don't know. They looked pretty damn similar to me, so I'm not sure which one this is. I'll have to double check before the review. You can see it has a nice satin grind. This is in 154 cm, if you guys can pick that up. If the light will hit it the right way, right in there. Valkyrie in 154 cm. It's a nice, I believe, a flat grind. Right there it says Vosteed. Again, you guys will have to there, you guys might be able to see it. I'm still figuring out how to film my car, so some angles might be weird, but there is some internal milling. Ergos feel good. You have a very generous forward finger choil right here. Very comfortable in hand. You can choke back with the jimping here. If you're choked back without the choil, but then you choke up and your thumb can land anywhere up in here. We'll try out so no blade play at all. This thing is locked up really tight. Drops. I like the ting it has going on. Oh, and it does have a front flipper too. I knew I forgot something. D10's a little light for that, but that's okay. You just got to get used to it. Can you guys hear the ting? It's very It's a little suppressed on the opening, but on the down, on the drop, on the closing, very fun, very fidget friendly. I like this so far, guys. You can reverse the plot clip to lefty, so if you're a lefty, that'll help you. But yeah, this thing is cool. I know Kevin tuned this up very nicely before he sent this out, but great action. Very smooth with the button lock. You can do the button lock dance as Kevin likes to do, or used to do, excuse me. You guys hear that? That nice ting. Very fidget friendly. I'm liking this a lot, guys. And very comfortable in hand. The G10 has a really nice grip to it. Not overly textured, but not like super smooth either. Pot clip does not provide much of a hot spot at all, so that's not an issue. So yeah, this thing's cool. The Valkyrie from Vosteeds. And then the second knife from Vosteeds is the Labrador. Now this is in black G10. Looks like it has some bacon streaks going on there, which is cool. Thumb studs, a flipper up top, and a front flipper. Looks like there's a, I don't know if that's brass. Would that be brass? Or would that just be orange? Some sort of pivot collar there. I'll have to confirm before my full review. Then on the back, so this is a righty only carry. I don't know why they kind of, tapped in and put a section there for the clip, but it is a righty only carry. Same loop over style deep carry clip as the Valkyrie. You do have a lanyard hole there. Dead centered as well. Let's try the flipper first. Flips out very well. No blade play at all. And you guys can see right there is that beautiful spear point style blade. I believe, like I said, this thing is close to 4 inches, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, somewhere in that realm. But there it says the Labrador, for the pickup. And this is also in 154 cm, so same blade steel on both. And then there you have the Vosteeds logo. For ergos, obviously it's a big knife. Big knives tend to be pretty comfortable in the ergo department. And I can get easy 4 fingers on there. I could probably fit another pinky or 2 if I had 6 or 7 fingers. But very comfortable. The pot clip is nice and flush to the scales, so you're not going to be getting too much of a hot spot there. Then you choke up with this choil, and this just feels really, really good. You do have some jipping right towards the back here, but I feel like that's not necessary. It's really subtle anyway. Like, I honestly can't tell much of a difference going from the jimping up here to the blade, so that's not really helping out too much. I wish it would have either made it more aggressive or just left it off at all and not bothered to use it. But the choil is very comfortable. This thing is a full flat grind. Comes down to a nice thin edge. You have a decent stock. I'd say, medium-sized stock, but with that nice big belly, comes down to a thin edge. 154 is an easy steel to sharpen, I believe. Just a very usable knife. This is a liner lock, and I love the cutout you got going on there. Some jimping. So we'll see the drop. Blade play? No. Oh, did you guys see that? That thing. Oh, baby. Now, of course, you have such a big blade, so that's really helping and really aiding the... Oh, this might be one of my most drop shutty knives I've ever experienced. That is smooth. I don't think Kevin would have put skiffs in here. I know he has an infatuation with putting skiffs in, budget knives, which I believe this costs like 80, 90 bucks. But that drop just feels so good. And like I said, I believe, the size of the blade is really helping it. But man, it is just, look at that. Drops to my nail. Obviously the flipper tab is hitting it right there. But all I got to do is just get my finger out of the way, and it's essentially home. You guys can get good enough at this. Drop it, get your thumb out of the way quick enough for it just to swing home. The flipper tab, or the front flipper, excuse me, has a nice sort of, catch to it. It's jimped the whole way around, which is nice. Bangs open. And the flipper tab, the normal flipper tab, is very comfortable as well. D10 is tuned nicely for all different opening methods, which is kind of hard to do sometimes because you have the thumb stud you can flick out, middle finger flick. You have the front flipper, and then you have the back flipper, which sure you can fail it. Like if you just if you try to fail it, you can fail it. But as long as you're going pulling out of your pocket and giving it enough gas to open, this thing is going to open up every single time. But man, this thing is comfortable. I wish this was smaller, because if this was smaller, you know, you might not have as big of a drop and as big of a guillotine as this is, or, you know, but I really like this knife. The micarta is really well done. It's super comfortable in hand. I'm just not a huge fan of, you know, big bladed knives, but I'm definitely going to, you know, toss this in pocket and carry it around for my, you know, obviously my review process. But I definitely was more interested in the Valkyrie, you know, right off the bat. And while I really like this knife, you know, it's a little bit smaller, not a little bit smaller, a lot smaller, fits more in my range. This thing is really, really nice. I was not expecting to like this as much as I am, but yeah, this thing is damn impressive. So huge shout out to Kevin over at Lefty EDC for always providing just really cool packages for you know, all of us in the group chat that we're in, and, you know, have access to the Lefty pass around, as a lot of us like to call it. Thank you, Kev. You know, I really wouldn't get to check out a lot of dope knives without you, and I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, this was my unboxing of the Vosteeds Knives Labrador, which is funny because I have a Labrador, Lucy. She's 3, which you guys have probably seen in my videos. Probably my last video, the one I filmed outside my house of me standing, she might have been in the background of. But you guys have seen her before. And then the Vosteeds Knives Valkyrie. 2 really, really cool knives that I'm definitely glad I got to check out. And shout out to Kevin for always putting together packages, like I said, and shout out to Ray over at Everyday City Carry for sending me these over to check out. I'm just trying to get a cool thumbnail, but I don't think I'm going to do it, because if I do it like this, like I normally do it, the steering wheel gets in the way. This is a little blooper at the end of the video for you guys, but you know, obviously I can hold them up like this, but it's not close enough to the camera, so I have to think of a different way to been trying to get different thumbnails for you guys, trying to, you know, draw more people in. But bang, 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 bang. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comment down, or in the, let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys have any Vosteeds knives? If you do, you know, what are your thoughts on them? Have you had good experiences? Have you had bad experiences? You know, these are the second and the third ones that I've handled so far. But, you know, from as far as fit and finish goes, and materials and the price point, Vosteeds really killing it. And I really am happy for them. And I really can't wait to see what else they come out with in the future. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to wrap this up now. As always, Blue Creek Knives and Barnescraft Designs are linked down below. Use my coupon code for money off at both sites. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider clicking subscribe and like if you have not yet considered subscribing. We are on the road to 1,000. Again, nice big giveaway coming for you guys, but I can't get there without you. So if you like the content, please consider clicking subscribe. But I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace, peace, peace.